Boker Tov, good morning. We continue with our 3-minute daily dose of Torah. Today, looking at the question of the change in our tefillah that we say, and that's to premise this. We actually want to spend a little time today between understanding the three parts of the Amidah, the silent meditation that we recite every single day. And the Amidah is divided between Shevach, words of praise at the beginning. That's the first three brachot, blessings we recite in every Amidah. The last three brachot, or hoda'ah, are blessings related to thanksgiving and recognition of what God has indeed wrought for us. And the center, at least during the weekday, the center part are bakashot. They are requests that we make of God. All the needs that we put forward for the Jewish people and individuals are put into the centerpiece in the middle of after the first three, which ends with a Kel Kadosh, and the final ones, which begin with Ritzei. Now, we distinguish between those two, and when it comes to prayers for rain, and we refer to on the one hand the bakasha, the request that we make that God should bring the rains. We're focusing generally, our general understanding is we're focusing on the needs of Eretz Yisrael, of Israel, and the rainy season. And those requests for rain and those needs are built into the bracha of Barech Aleinu, Hashem Elokeinu Tashana Hazot, where we ask God to bless us this year in terms of our land and all that it produces. And we put in there a request for rain. Atain talum atar livracha, we put into that section. We happen to refrain from putting that request in now, waiting until in ancient times people would make their way out of Israel to the far reaches, and after they had gone to Israel for Sukkot. And our practice is, and those of us who live in the exile, the diaspora, we wait all the way until a date that's on the cycle of the sun, which is December 4th, and that's when we make that change. You'll see that in the Siddur. That's called bakashat, the request for rain. On the other hand, there's something called the haskara of Gevurat Geshamim, the recollection of God's awesome power to bring everything into being in this world, that God has the power of bringing the rains, and that we started saying on Shmini Atzeres morning when we and from Musaf, when we said mashiv, haruach, umorid, hagashem. That's not a request for rain, but it's in the section called Gevurot, where we speak about all of God's might and power and capacity, and so we start recalling it already then and now, and so it's part of our tefillah for each and every day between now and Pesach. We'll continue with the second part and last part of this discussion, God willing, tomorrow.